What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville Extra, honey. We got MARSAU and TISHA, honey, better known as the Codependent, honey, and the Narcissist, honey. So let's hear what these fools gotta say for part 2, honey.
Two comments that maybe this is an opportunity to clear the air. When you both went live to talk about the social media mania, you talked about like your dissatisfaction or dislike about how your accomplishments weren't highlighted, and there were assumptions being made as far as like you two throwing shade at Melody. When you talked about like, oh, we don't have T-shirts, or we're not creating this.
We sell T-shirts.
We do. We have black sweatshirts.
Yeah, so we're talking about T-shirts in general.
Yeah.
And it's if the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what we said earlier.
It was about us.
Our goal in this is that we want the other things highlighted.
Right.
We want the things that build up this community highlighted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We push that on social media, and that's been our. We've always said it. When we go back and negotiate, we say, listen, I want to focus more on business. And we're able to do this other stuff and focus on stuff like pictures of people's backs and shit like that because we want to focus on business. And we'll put up with that right there. But it has to be some point where what we actually do, what we give our time to and our life to has to actually matter. You know, and so when you put up social media, and really it's not because I want people to see this. Listen, on television, there are no black general contractors. There are no general contractors.
No.
I'm saying no one's building this right here.
No.
I just built a $15 million apartment complex.
Wow.
And we built a shopping center. And we're building things. And the point is that you have a young black developer, right? Who went back to school, went from state, all these different things.
From a stay-at-home mom to back to school, getting her second master's.
And to me, that
you don't properly market yourself. You don't properly promote yourself. It's basically, if you don't give a damn about yourself, if you don't, work for yourself, then guess what? The show can't work for you. Instead of getting mad at Melody in this covert way that y'all are moving, because y'all want to talk that shit and then you want to backpedal and pussy power. No, we wasn't saying that. We got T-shirts too. No. Okay, y'all keep trying to make all these covert digs at Miss Melody S. Holt, and guess what? Not on my watch. Okay, you should be taking a damn page out of her damn book. Matter of fact, you need to borrow the damn book she's operating out of. Okay, but you won't do that because your ass, you got your ass up on your shoulders and you thinking you all high and mighty, Mr. Narcissist, and you ain't got to listen to nobody. Okay, I am sick of thing 1 and thing 2, honey. Okay, I am sick of them playing the damn victim. Y'all knew what y'all was getting y'all ass into when you signed up for this show. Y'all keep trying to create this narrative of, oh, they don't focus on our accomplishments. They just want to talk about our marriage. And then they want, to focus on a back and a picture. Nigga, was it you? You don't never address, the personal stuff on the show. You deflect or you gaslight and you make people question and doubt their own reality. Okay, so if you would provide the truth, and the truth, honey, needs no proof. If you would just come out and answer questions, MARSAU, like straightforward, okay, in a straightforward manner, then people wouldn't, keep coming at you about a side baby, side chick, oh, you cheated. Like, you are always answering a question with a question, which creates more questions. Okay?
That has to be included
in our story.
In the story of love and marriage, the story of who we are.
Right.
It has to be included. It has to be included that Maurice is an actual lawyer, a consumer protection lawyer. You know, we have to include these things, that they're buying property. These are the things that they're showing.
We learned about what Maurice was doing when Martell came to Maurice. Correct me in the comments, you guys, if I'm wrong. But didn't Martell go to Maurice to get his credit together? Because Maurice also offers credit repair services. He's currently, helping Martell Holt. Didn't we all see that on the show? Like, nobody is debating or debunking that, because guess what? We seen it on the show. We see you guys in your offices. We see you working. Okay, we hear about what you're building. Okay, we keep hearing about Scott Manor, which I think is about to turn into goddamn another case of she by no Ray. Okay, we ain't go see Scott Manor done for a while, the way y'all moving. Okay. So, child bite, they do show what y'all are doing on the show, and everybody is well aware of what you are doing. But like I keep saying, y'all keep hustling backwards, because the same energy that you guys give your professional career, you need to give it to your personal life. Show us some black love instead of struggle love. All I see is black, married, struggle love couples. Do I think love is perfect all the time? Absolutely not. I'm not a fool like that, honey, okay? It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. It takes a fool. I was a fool. MARSAU and TISHA, you all are fools, baby, yeah. Okay? So we know that love is not perfect, but goddamn. Okay? Like, I don't think it should be, a struggle and you gotta beg people to take you out on a date. And like, to me, some of the issues you guys have on the show is kind of like the couple that's still like been together for like those first 4 to 5 years. See, after 15 years, y'all should be moving at more of a rapid pace. Y'all should be giving all types of advice and people should be taking it. But no. Instead, Lewis and Tiffany said, bitch, not today, and tomorrow don't look good either. Not on our watch. These people can't give us no advice on being married, baby, because we see that their marriage is crumbling and falling apart, baby, because guess what? After 15 years, the husband can't even get his ass up to say a few kind words, just a few. I'll take some shit in crayon, at this time. Like, damn, I keep lowering the bar. Shout out to TISHA, honey. TISHA say, lower your expectations, baby, okay? Have a little faith in me.
On their social media that they're doing, it's just not the bickering. It's not that. And so that's my dissatisfaction.
Because we're doing major things. Like, we're not doing small things. Like, we're doing dope major things. And it's about this young girl that's living in the projects that's watching this TV show. She's like, oh my God. TISHA said she grew up in the projects and she was crying because she had nobody to help her with her homework. And now she has her second master's. She graduated with a...
She is not looking at you like that. That girl in the projects is thinking, I don't want a marriage like that. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be married. Okay, some of you married people, you like to brag about your status of being married, but all you are doing is being a walking commercial for why the majority of the public don't want to be married. Okay? That is all you are doing.
3.9 GPA, you know what I'm saying? It's like she's building this retail plaza, like
she's begging her husband to take her out on dates after 15 years. TISHA, that is what they are seeing, sis. Are you watching the same show? Okay. See, she has these delusions about who and what she thinks she is. She thinks she is this woman. Some of you all think that you are what you do. And no, you're not. There is who you are, and then there's what you do. That's secondary. Okay? When people don't like you, a lot of times it's because of who you are. It's not about how many master's, degrees you got and they don't like you because of that. No, it's who and what you are and what you represent. TISHA, you represent codependency. You represent internalized misogyny. You look like a woman that I am watching on my TV that just gives in to whatever a man says, but you got all this fucking mouth when it comes to Melody. Okay, you want to go back and forth with her and Kimmy, and but with MARSAU, I'll just lower, my expectation of him, and then I got all this mouth for these bitches, and some of you all are in these abusive relationships, and I know because I had a family member that, wanted to run her fucking mouth about me and have all these nasty things she wanted to say about me, but she was getting her ass beat behind closed doors. Okay, make that make sense. You got all this mouth for other women, but when it come to these men, okay, you scared as hell. Okay, you crying and shit, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know, bitch. Use that same mouth you had, and when you was trying to get me together, okay, and you had all that energy when it came to me, and then this motherfucker going upside your head, okay, and child, it was just crazy, honey, with my family, honey. They was trying to come for the queen at one point, yes, trying to come for the queen. I had a cousin, and she got with her sisters. And I'll never forget it. And my mother had told me she was getting her ass beat at home. And I'm like, instead of all of y'all coming for me, why don't y'all gang up on this nigga that's beating your sister's ass? Gang up on him. Don't come for the queen. I'm minding my own business. I'm drinking my water. Okay? So, honey, I don't understand the ghetto mentality of this first floor level thinking. I don't understand it. Okay? I just don't get it. Somebody make it make sense. Make it make sense.
You have to show those things as well.
Right. I mean, because we're like getting sort of funny thing that people say, oh, you just mad because you get to shine and you got to do this, you got to do this right here. But that's not the case.
Because we get to shine.
Because we get to shine. I mean, we're on the damn colors. We get to shine anyway, right?
Well, are we going to be able to see some of the things that you talked about on the show? Because I think that's the other question.
We don't really edit the show.
I know.
We show our social media.
Yeah, I know.
So
do you all promote on your social media the way that Melody does? Yes or no? Okay? Well, we don't have to brag about our accomplishments and we don't have to do this. Maybe if you did more of that, people would care and people would shop with you. Okay?
Encourage people. I mean, there's not a lot of time in this in our segment. There are 6 main casts, like 4 or 5 other people on the outside of it, and so I think the show does a pretty good job of trying to highlight what we do well, and they try to and what all fits in the story, because I think that everyone on the show is so dynamic for the most part that you could do an hour-long show for each person. Right. So I'm very grateful for the time period that we have and the platform that we have. But when it comes to these certain things, I do want to be vocal about this, because at the end of the day, this show's gonna go away. We're gonna get old. We're no longer gonna be relevant in whatever society, and I want to make.
You're not relevant now while you're on the damn show. How about that? So if y'all don't get to the goddamn point, we're not even going to care while you're still on the show. Matter of fact, we're already in that mode. So, child, y'all need to step y'all shit up.
Make sure that the things that we're talking about are the things that stick. And that right there is building up the community, building up the people inside, understanding that we are enough, and as a people, we can grow together.
Right. Period. Yeah, that is so true. There is a question about MARSAU. Where is your relationship with Martel? Where does it stand?
My relationship with Martel. I think Martel's a great guy. No.
Child, you know that man ain't about shit. Stop the lying, honey, okay?
I think that Martell and I, we had some challenges in our relationship, and it is very, very hard to overcome some of those challenges. I'm the kind of person that, in general, in life, is that what TISHA was talking about that she does, I do very well. Is that I change my expectations of people instantly. And sometimes that's a defense for me, and sometimes it's not. So I can forgive easily.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Easily. It just takes nothing for me to forgive, because that shit will never happen again. You know? You don't have to worry about apologizing and saying you won't do it no more.
Right.
It could never happen again.
Right.
You know? And so we are growing, and I'm understanding more of his dynamic and the position that he was in life. And it's really tough. It's tough because you broke a glass, and now we got to put it back together.
Yeah.
And so the best that you're going to get is a broken glass.
Hey, why they in the comments saying cut Martell loose? Yeah, like what can Hook-Headed help y'all do? Okay? What can he do? He can't do nothing with y'all. Maybe some business stuff with MARSAU, but child, bye. I wouldn't be fooling with him.
Together.
Yeah.
You know, and the question is, will it ever hold water again? And my thing is, maybe it's made again something new and something different. And I think that's the same thing with broken relationships across the board. Is that, me and him had more than a friendship. We had like a brotherhood. We were family friends.
Yeah.
And so, the toughest thing, and you guys are going to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
The toughest thing is not what someone does or how they treat you in a certain situation. It's the fact that they have the capacity to do that.
Right.
And that's what kind of
hurt more than anything.
Yeah, it hurts more than anything. But we're growing, and we're trying, and we're moving forward the best we can. And so we're taking what pieces we have, and we're moving forward. Like I said, Martell is a good guy that was in a dark place, and he's still going through a lot of stuff. And
that he put himself through. He started this shit, okay? Like, you gotta call that man out. Call a spade a spade. He put himself through what he went through with Melody. He started that shit and she finished it. And too many of you men, y'all love to start the match and get the fire going, and then when the woman come with the water to put that shit out, is you supposed to stick by me. You supposed to suffer with me. You supposed to have. I would have still had my family. We heard him at the reunion. I would have still had my family intact. And Melody didn't go to social media. How about if you wouldn't have did what you did, nigga? How about that? Can we get some accountability and responsibility from you? No, because it doesn't exist in the world you live in and in who you are as a person. You lack integrity, morals and standards, values, ethics. You expect everybody else to have those things, but it's okay for you to lack those things. That's just what I don't understand, with the whole Martell thing, honey. But Big Toenail Head, tell the truth and shame the devil, honey. Stop trying to, I know you trying to get back on Martell's good side, honey, but just tell the truth. Just say, this nigga is a fool. He should have cheated the way I did. I'm just saying, just tell the truth and shame the devil, honey.
My heart goes out to him because he's isolated with the world that's stacked against him, and people simply just...
Let's have a moment of silence for this bullshit. The odds are stacked. The world is stacked against him. He's isolated. He's not isolated. This bitch is on social media talking about how he ain't seen his kids in 56 days. Okay? I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. Okay? It's the arrogance for me. The arrogant entitlement is the disrespect. It's all of that.
Just don't know. And they really think they know. And it's really sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad to a certain extent,
I know I have so many follow-up questions about that. One being, do you guys regret doing the show because of how your friendship dynamic kind of shifted?
No.
So you guys were family, okay? Or do you think the show contributed to where you guys are in friendship?
I think anything that strike the head, reveal the heart, you know. And I'd much rather have anything that revealed how anybody is going to be and how they are. You know, I hate for me to, I hate for me to be, in a life or death situation before I found out, where people stand.
How you really feel about it.
And so I want whatever it takes to get people to reveal, where they are and what the strength of your relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm in construction. Only way to know how much something can take is to break it.
Mm-hmm. So. Sorry for making this interview long, you guys. I didn't expect to have this deep conversation.
Some good questions, some good
The questions are terrible. Okay, they should have been more well thought out. Okay, start asking some real questions. Okay, and quit all this. I'm gonna cut corners and I'm gonna be nice and fuck that. Get right to it, shit.
Conversation. So that's good.
You'll get about 15 different rumors out.
I know. The two more questions that I have is recently there was a post from the mistress about suicide and the effect of the show. Have you guys seen that? If so, do you have any comments about that?
I've seen that.
Yeah, we saw it.
I think it's
a tricky situation.
To me, it's not even that tricky. I'll let you go first.
Well, I feel like it's tricky because I know suicidal is real, and you cannot take that lightly. But I also know you put out stuff, and that's real too.
That's right.
And it's tough. Like, this reality TV world is tough. And you have so many people coming for you. There's a lot of mean people in this world. Like, I didn't realize how many mean people in this world. And
girl, these people are not mean. They're simply trying to give you some feedback. Okay? And this is a life lesson that I had to learn. Certain things kept coming up in my life, and really what it was the universe trying to give me some honest and reflective feedback on what I needed to change in my life to become better and to do better and to feel better. And you can either rise to the occasion or you can become a victim. Okay? And some of these people, Ariane, Crayola, whatever you want to call her, she is trying to be this perpetual victim. And really, she's the villain. And the villain has a way of vilifying the real victim in any situation. Okay? And another reason why she felt comfortable screwing Martell for so long is because she's just like them. See, when you can sit up and screw another woman's husband and watch him screw her over, that says so much about your character. I don't want to hear this shit about their marriage was unhappy. Oh, this was wrong. Oh, he was telling me. Oh, this, all these excuses. That is a character flaw. And what you're letting everybody know is you have a lack of boundaries. Okay? You don't know how to put boundaries in place and keep yourself away from somebody else's husband. Okay? You don't know how to do that. You were unwilling to do that. And because you were unwilling to do that, you got to pay the price right now. And right now, you feel like it's too high to pay. But like Funky Dineva always say, you go pay on the front end or on the back end. But either way, you go pay. Okay? So that girl has a lack of integrity. And it's interesting that TISHA keeps saying things like, well, people are so mean and people are this. And see, it's the victim always likes to point the finger to the outside public and never within. It's not people that's the problem. It's you that is unwilling to do something about the problems that you claim you have with your husband on the show. This is an internal problem. We all get negative comments. If you're a YouTuber, be prepared to get judged. Be prepared to get dragged. Okay? Be prepared for all the negativity that it comes with. And what a lot of people don't understand is a lot of people, they don't want to hear their intuition. Their intuition and what's really going on inside is the last voice that they want to hear. Because I told y'all in another video, they don't want to listen to their intuition, because what that means is I recognize that there is a problem. And the second part of it is now I got to do something about it. And so many people, they are not about that life. They are not about fixing, their problems. They'll fix things professionally for themselves, okay? That way they can look good on the outside to others, right? Okay? They'll do that, but they won't quite exactly do the internal work that it takes to be a better person and, fix all the problems that they claim are issues. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you get feedback from the universe, just listen to it. And if you keep getting the same feedback year after year, then that means something is clicking. You need to listen to that. And thing 1 and thing 2 right here, they don't want to listen to that because he's a narcissist. He feels like he knows too much to listen to another outside voice. Okay, and one thing with me is, and it's very important for any man I ever get with to have, is I care so much about a man that's humble, that has humility, that knows how to shut the fuck up and not think that, oh, I'm going to just keep running my damn mouth because I'm a man and I got a penis, and we don't give a damn about that. Okay, if you can't learn to shut the fuck up, okay, if you can't do that and listen to outside opinions and listen to the therapist when he trying to tell you you need to do things more this way, I don't want to hear shit that you say. So in my opinion, MARSAU don't need to have no classes. Okay? He don't need to teach no classes. The best leader is somebody that can follow. Okay? That's the best leader. That's why Melody is in the position that she is in, because she has been obedient. That's why she's getting so much more press and opportunities than these other people, because she goes to therapy. She got rid of the trifling husband that ain't about shit out here cheating on her and lying to her. TISHA is unwilling to do that, but TISHA is unwilling to listen to the feedback. The feedback that there is a problem. The feedback that, hey, I do need to fix this within my marriage. Maybe people will take me more seriously. Nobody's going to praise your marriage or take it seriously if we constantly see you whine, cry, and complain about how this man doesn't spend time with you or the children. We could give a fuck about what hotel he didn't built. We don't care about none of that. Okay? When people watch these shows, we are watching the simplicity of it all. We don't care about the $1 million projects. We want to see, does this man hear his woman when she speaks, when she has a request from him? Just take it back to the basics, okay? And then you will be heard. But if you keep feeding people bullshit and keep trying to deflect and work more on this and not listen to the feedback, there's that word. If you can't do that, we don't want to hear shit you got to say. Okay?
Oh, it's like, for me, it's just tricky because I do feel sorry because I can relate and feel to what she's going through as far as the heat that she's getting. And it's like, I can't take this. But then again, it's like, girl, you got to remove yourself from this situation. And you can't be coming for people because, like, you made a whole statement, like, about me, about I hurt Tisha feeling. And I'm like, first of all, don't make threats. But I didn't do anything to you. And nor have I said anything about you. Mm-hmm. So it's like you can't throw this stuff out there. But then when you get the heat, you're like, oh, you know.
Well, Tisha, she's ghetto and she's on the first floor. What do you expect? Okay? What do you expect? You should know all of what you are dealing with when you're dealing with the Ariane Curry. She has no respect for herself. She has no respect for her children. Okay? She had no respect for Melody and Martell's marriage. What do you expect? What do any of you expect? And this is the thing that nobody is talking about when it comes to Ariane. And this is how stupid she is. This bitch is fueling the show. She is the reason why we are going to have certain storylines for this season. We're going to dig more into what happened into the Atlanta trip. Did Maurice or MARSAU have sex with linebackers? Who brought that shit up? Coleslaw. So, girl, your likeness, okay? Girl, you're being used. And this is not what you wanted. This is not what you expected. But this is what happens, baby, when you play small in this world. Okay, when you write a check that your ass can't cash. This is what happens. Love and Marriage Huntsville becomes the pimp and you become the hoe. Okay? You're not a victim, and nobody is going to feel sorry for you. Not anybody with any sense. I don't feel sorry for her. Miss me with that. Oh, well, y'all should feel bad for her. Why? No, that ain't how that go. Well, suicide, that ain't nothing to play with. No, it ain't nothing to play with, but the bitch ain't feeling suicidal because guess what? The behavior would be of a suicidal person, and it's not. It doesn't have any remorse. She doesn't have any. She don't feel bad. She don't feel bad for what she did to Melody. You want to know why? Because when you reside on the first floor, mentally, emotionally, and intellectually, you don't care about nothing. You don't care. She thought she was going to screw Melody's husband, honey, and get away with it. And Melody, would be over there. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to shed a tear. Okay, when you reside on the first floor, you take pride, you take pleasure into fucking another lady's man. And you will do it without so much of a sorry coming out of your mouth. But guess what? Ariane would feel horrible if somebody did that to her because that's how these first level bitches think. How do you think I know this? I had to talk with a first floor bitch back when I was 22 and explain how this game goes. And the bitch went whining and crying because she got to experience Miss Brandy Robinson. She thought she was going to do some sneaky shit and I wasn't going to catch it. Okay? I'm the type of bitch you gotta watch me and I will smile in your face. Okay? And I will get that ass together at a later date. Don't play with me. And I don't go around screwing people over. You literally gotta fuck with me first. Okay? And this bitch did several things I didn't like. And I got that bitch together. And like I told you, I'm like a hot stove. Okay, once you touch me, you ain't gonna want to touch me no more. Because I'm gonna burn your ass the first time you put that hand on there the wrong way. Okay, so when you deal with somebody like Miss Robinson, honey, you going down the wrong road, the wrong damn road. Okay? And she learned, honey. She was crying and went and cried to her ex-husband. Oh, she did this. She's so horrible. And he felt sorry for her. Oh, why? How could you do that? Child, the ghetto, honey, okay? It's the ghetto of it all, honey. You shouldn't have did that to her. She is no victim. She's the villain, posing as the victim. Okay? So, honey, Miss Robinson know what she talking about when she talking about these first floor people. I know all about them because I didn't seen them. And they stay trying to have a conversation with me. But, honey, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face, you don't exist. Okay? You don't exist.
I can't take this. So that's why I say it's tricky.
Here's what I believe in that situation. I think that Martell, Mel, Ariane, I think they're talking about three different dynamics of the same person, right? And these are people, they're fighters. They fight. And they're going to fight, and they care about the image to the point where they're going to fight and push everything they possibly can out, even while they're hurting on the inside.
Yeah.
And even while they're being torn apart on the inside, they still want to portray this image of perfection and positivity, like I got it all together.
Did y'all hear that? Big Toenail here, he's really talking about Melody when he says that. Because ain't no way in hell Ariane gives you that, and ain't no way in hell Martell gives you that. And so for you to compare all of these people and make it look like they have so much in common. Now, Martell and Ariane, they have some things in common. Melody and Martell, they got a few things in common. I've clocked those things. But it's not a lot, though. Okay?
When I know they don't. And so to say your actions don't speak up to your level of sensitivity. A lot of times people don't understand what insecurity and the difference between insecurity and strength is. I remember one time I was running to school. I was afraid of a dog because a dog had attacked me. And I was going to school and a dog came out and I started yelling and chasing the dog because I was afraid. And a lot of times insecurity speaks so loud. A lot of times, and all this yelling and stuff is because there's emptiness on the inside. A lot of it is. And so while people are saying, well, you talked and you said this and you did this right here, I get that. I get that. It's because you're scared. Well, because you're scared, you thought you could win in this situation. You thought that this tactic would work. And now that this tactic didn't work, and you're left looking stupid, and you're left looking hurt, and you're left looking like you're the bad person, then you want to retreat and show your real feelings. And pretty much now you're saying, here's the way.
To me, he's talking about Ariane when he speak like that.
With the white flag.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah.
And to that extent, who are we as a people, as a community, to say, no, I'm going to put my foot on your throat? Because anybody that says, I thought about it, at that point, it's a cry for help no matter what. At that point, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong, but don't be wrong in this.
Yeah.
Don't be the one that says, I think she's joking. Let's keep going.
No,
Don't
we still have to be
be
human. We
heartless.
still have to be human in this situation.
Girl, shut your ass up. Oh, we still gotta be human. I'm gonna say this. And this is what I see. Put it in the comments if you agree with me. It seems like they have a lot of disdain and jealousy towards Melody. And now they are like trying to covertly change the narrative into, oh, well, we feel bad for a coleslaw. Don't nobody feel sorry for her that has any sense. Okay? This is what happens when you screw a married man and you get pregnant by him multiple times and then you end up having a live baby with him. This is what happens. It's not a cry for help. It's a cry for attention. A cry for help would be a call to the local psychiatrist. That's what a cry for help is. Cry for help is, I know the number to therapy. Okay? See, my mind works like this. If you are struggling with your mental health, you're not going to create a social media post. You're not going to come on a live and speak about how you can't handle all of what's going on in your life. You're not going to do that. You're going to move in silence. And you're going to go and get professional help. Can't nobody on social media help her. Okay? So she doesn't want help. And then TISHA, you sitting up here backpedaling because, damn, I just was giving you props for, how, she was coming at you. Now you trying to take up for this bitch all because you're mad at Melody. Okay? Then I saw somebody leave in the comments of the live, well, Melody need to stop making them songs. She just embarrassed that her husband did all of this to her. Of course she's embarrassed. Who wouldn't be? Okay? Who wouldn't be? But when I see Melody on these interviews, I see a smile on her face. I see that she's peaceful. She's taking care of her children. She's, doing her property preservation classes. She is accomplishing all of her goals. Despite of what Hook-Headed did, right? Because y'all keep trying to act as if Martell broke Melody. If Melody was just so broken down from what Martell did, there would be no music coming out. She wouldn't keep popping up on the show and being the star of the show. She wouldn't be doing all these interviews. She wouldn't be teaching a property preservation courses. She wouldn't be able to do all of that because remember, right? This man broke her down. He was really trying to break her because guess what? He's broken. And the bitch he got with is broken. Okay? Didn't the bitch say on the interview on the TISHA K, that was the one part where she told the truth. Me and Martell are both broken. Walks away, drops the mic. You are broken. Okay? So quit with this, oh, we should feel sorry for her. No, she looking for attention. Just like Doniva said, and you can hate or love Doniva. I give Doniva his props when I need to, and then if I need to get on him, I get on him. But he told no lies in that video that he made on cornmeal. Okay? He told no lies. This is a last-ditch effort to get attention, to get sympathy, to get this narrative that she created up off of her. No. It don't work like that. You started all this shit. The unconscious part of who you are and what you represented started all this shit. Had the affair with Martell, got pregnant multiple times, had the baby. If you do all of that, you don't have no remorse towards his wife. That's why the bitch couldn't apologize. Because where is y'all keep asking for this apology, but where the hell is it gonna land? Okay? It's too late, really, for the apology. But if she wants to clean up her image in the public, then maybe that is what it will take. And to be honest and sincere about the apology, that's what it would take. But then you can't turn around and still be screwing Martell. You would have to cut him off and just co-parent with him. Because I don't want no apology from you, bitch, and you still fucking my ex-husband. That ain't no apology. And I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth, saying, well, Melody ain't with him no more, and it don't matter. And it do matter. Okay? You leave that man alone. and you go and find your own man, because after all, you said on the Tasha K interview, you's a bad bitch. You're pretty, you're sexy, and I could get a man. Bitch, demonstrate, show and prove. Go and do it. Get it done. Okay? So all it is, well, you know, to me, Big Toenail Head and Miss Codependent, they trying to make it look like Melody is trying to taunt this girl